everyone, welcome into the Flippin Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin Hippo. Today is Monday, February 8th, and because it's a Monday, that means it's time for What Sold on eBay. Just like every week, we're going to start the video with a walk through Instagram and look at our photos from the week of our packages, just to give you an idea of the volume that we've been doing. Spoiler alert, it's not that great. Then we're going to jump on over to eBay, where I have picked out some highlights of our sales from the week to show you guys our exciting bolos, as well as our solid bread and butter sales that sell well for us. Just to give you an idea of brands, styles, items, categories, things you can be looking for when you're out sourcing. So let's jump right in with what we're looking at. And like I said, spoiler alert, sales are not that great right now. They're kind of slow, but we are in that time of year in between Christmas is over with. Everyone has spent the money that they got for Christmas, and everyone's waiting for their tax returns. So this is kind of normal. I think it's a little bit slower than normal, but these aren't normal times, are they? So this weekend we had 17 packages. Actually, we had almost 30 sales. But at the end of the day, at the end of the weekend, today we shipped out 17 packages. We had 15 of eBay sales and 2 on Poshmark. We did have 4 additional sales that canceled over the weekend, and we have 8 more that are waiting payment, and that is so frustrating. Typically, I don't even mention those to you guys because it's just part of having best offers on eBay. It's just part of business. We have our automated assistant set up to open those unpaid item cases for us, and we just don't ever really deal with it because that opens on its own, closes on its own, and then we just relist the items. But I did think it was worth mentioning this weekend because 8 is a lot, I think, in one weekend. Plus the 4 cancellations. I mean, that's like, we could have 12 more sales. So I just thought I'd mention it. But typically, the unpaid items are just part of business. And if you set up that unpaid item assistant, it takes care of it for you, and it's not something you really have to worry about. But I was like 8 in one weekend. What am I, a layaway at Kmart? But yeah, at the end of the day, 17 actual sales paid for and out the door. 2 were on Poshmark, which is starting to wake back up. That's not a good weekend. That's about half of where we should be. It's very similar to last weekend. 16 last weekend, 14 on eBay, 2 on Poshmark. And Tuesday we had 3, Wednesday we had 4, Thursday was 7, and Friday was 6. 2 of those were Poshmark. Looks like Poshmark's starting to wake up. I have been banging it out over there. I'm trying to get more bang for my buck on List Perfectly. We do pay for that, so I'm trying to double down on that and cross-post more. And we've been trying to share more on that platform. And we've been listing more on eBay, but it's just kind of slow right now. Let me know in the comments how your sales are going, guys. I like to hear. I like to hear how it's going for you guys. All right, so I have a few items to show you this week. I'm going to show you all the plush that sold. I always do because it's my favorite. We'll start with Snoopy. He's an Easter plush. Imagine that, guys. Last week I had Valentine's Day plush to show you, and this week the Easter plush is moving. Coincidental? I think not. Anyway, this one is really cute. It's a blue and white Snoopy instead of the normal black and white. And you can see here that I take the time with this first photo that they see when they're in the searches on eBay. The first photo is called the showcase photo, I believe. Brain fart. Anyway, that first photo, the main photo, I take the time to edit and make sure it looks nice and bright. I don't really spend too much time on the other photos. I hope that they look through all of the photos because I do show tags and I do show all the different angles of the plush, and I do show them with a measuring tape. But as far as taking the time to edit and make sure it's crisp, clear, and bright, I really only spend time on that first main photo. Just a tip there, guys. Anyway, Snoopy here was 50 cents at the Goodwill. I let him go for a best offer of $9, and he shipped first class. Now, he used to play music, which is why he went for such a low amount. He does not play music anymore, which I did disclose in the listing. Next up is a Mickey Mouse Easter Bunny, and this was a time before I used to spend time on the first photo and brighten them up. So you can tell he's a little older. He's an Easter Bunny. Again, another Easter plush sold. He's cute. He's from the Disney store, and he's dressed up as an Easter Bunny. Last year, I had the Minnie Mouse version of this that sold, and this year it's the Mickey Mouse. He came from Goodwill as well. I want to say I paid $1.99 for him, but he may have been only 50 cents. He sold for $19.68, and he shipped first class. I did have to get out a slightly bigger bag for him than the 9x12s we usually use for most of our plush. But he didn't weigh very much. He's kind of big, but he did not weigh a lot. Next up, one of my Build-A-Bear Girl Scouts Thin Mints teddy bears sold. I did have 3 different versions of the Girl Scouts Thin Mints bears. I got them all at the Goodwill for 50 cents each. And this one was super cute. She had eyelashes, and then she had some cute stuff going on her feet with like a milk carton and stuff. I just thought she was so cute. Nice, bright mint green. Anyway, she sold for $18.99, and she did ship first class. And then next up is a Build-A-Bear outfit. If you watched my live plush haul on Friday, I mentioned this outfit. I had shown it the Friday before in that haul video. And when I tell you guys to strip your Build-A-Bears, guys, I mean it. The bear that this came off of is listed, I believe I just listed him today or just took his photo today. He'll go up for $18 on his own, and the outfit sold for $18.74. You want to strip those bears and sell those outfits separately. You'll make more money that way. So this outfit had 3 pieces to it. I don't like to sell their outfits for less than $12. When you comp Build-A-Bear outfits, you will absolutes find people selling them for $2 free ship, $4 free ship, $5 free ship. Here, let me pay you to take this off my hands. Yes, I'm being facetious. But people sell these for ridiculously low prices. So unless it's something super, super special or recognizable, as in it's a dress or an outfit from a pop culture character that I can recognize, I don't really comp them. I'm just like, yo, I have an outfit. I'm not going to go less than $12. And then I kind of base it on how unique it is, how many pieces I have, and then I just kind of price it from there. So this one I actually only wanted $15 for, to be honest with you guys, but it was 3 pieces. So I didn't want to go down to 12. I thought 15 would be good for this because I had 3 pieces to it, and it had sequins, had some bling bling going on. So I listed it for $18.74. I was going to run a sale on it for $15. It sold overnight, full price, $18.74. Boom. Strip those Build-A-Bears. And the other outfit, actually, guys, that I did in that haul video just sold yesterday, overnight. And that one sold for a little bit less, 13 something, but it was only a 2-piecer. You'll see that next week's what sold. But yeah, so strip those bears, sell your clothes separately. Comp them if you want, but I'm going to warn you right now, if you comp this, you would have paid somebody to take this off your hands. So don't be afraid to price high. All right, I did not sell very many plush last week, just the 3 plush in the outfit. So we're going to go ahead and get into, I got a handful of low-end bread and butter jeans to show you guys. These are jeans that don't sell for lots of money, but they sell regularly and solidly. These are like solid brands I know are going to sell for me. These are brands that are going to move. And I don't pay more than like 99 cents at the Goodwill, or maybe $1.50 to $2 through ThreadUp or wholesale lots. Now, J. Crew, you can get more than this for on Poshmark. J. Crew does do better on Poshmark. You can get a better price for it. And I think it goes a little bit faster over there depending on the style and size. This is a size 25 skinny low rise. They did ship first class, which is why I was okay with them going for so little. And in fact, I did accept the best offer of $15 on them just to get them out the door. And they were only 99 cents. Here's another example of bread and butters that I do solid with. These are the Levi's Denizen. Denizen is the low end of Levi's. This is like the Target or Walmart Levi's. These are the ones that you're going to like list between, you know, maybe 19 to 22 bucks depending on the size you have. And I accepted a best offer of 18 on this pair. I paid 99 cents for them. The Levi's that have the numbers with them and other certain styles are the ones that go for 40 and up. But the Denizens are the low-end bread and butters. If you're down with paying low cost of goods and flipping solid bread and butter, this is for you. These are the size 16 modern skinny. Didn't take long to go at all. You guys, if you find size 14 and up skinny jeans, those will flip pretty quickly for you. Those are considered plus sizes. And it's hard to find skinny jeans in those sizes typically. So women that want skinny jeans that wear plus sizes, they tend to buy them up very quickly when they can find them. And here's another one. This used to be a Polo brand. It hurts me and pains me to tell you guys that this is a bread and butter, but it is. So Lucky Brands that I used to list for $40 back in the day. I paid 99 cents for these, and I took a best offer of 20 on them. All of these jeans, well, these ones, the J. Crews, were small. They shipped first class. The Denizens went in a padded flat. The Luckies went in a padded flat. And these 7 for All Mankind's that I accepted a best offer of $22.72 went in a padded flat. This is another painful one. These used to be like, ooh. Now they're like, anyway, 99 cents, 22, 23 rounded up. Bucks. These are flare low rise. These are a size 24. Let me double check. These might have actually went first class. No, they were padded flat. So these are just the flare low rise. 7 for All Mankind is definitely just kind of a run of the mill bread and butter anymore, unless you find the dojo jeans. And you'll know them when you find them. They'll say dojo right on the waistband. And they have huge 7s on the back pockets. Those are worth some money. But that's just an example of some of the bread and butter. They'll flip regularly for you, steadily. They'll bring in some money, but you don't want to pay more than like $2 for them. All right, here's a Nat Nast Luxury Original. Doesn't that sound fancy? Luxury Original. This is just a embroidered men's shirt that has embroidery on it. The diamonds there on the pocket, and then the other side of the shirt on the breast. This came in a wholesale lot. Cost was about $2. Nat Nast is a pretty good brand. Most Nat Nast is bread and butter that Keith has found in the past. However, this Luxury Original brand seems to be a little bit higher end bread and butter. This shirt sold for $29.60 within about 2-3 days of being listed. So it also went pretty fast, as well as for almost $30. And it shipped first class. Here we have a J. Crew sweater. This is a wool blend sweater. So again, this probably would have went for a little bit more on Poshmark if you like to sell over there. It is only 20% wool, but it is wool blend. Wool is a funny word to say. Wool. So it did sell for $19.99, and it shipped first class. And this was a wholesale buy, so it's about $2. True Religion men's jeans. I did get this pair out of a thread up, I believe. So they were about $1.75. I'm looking at this horseshoe, and it looks very familiar. And I'm wanting to say that I remember these coming out of a thread up a while back. If not, I got them at the Goodwill, but I want to say these came out of a thread up. So true religion's a Polo brand still, especially men's. Men's jeans are always going to be a better find than women's in any brand. It doesn't matter what brand it is. If it's men's, it's going to sell for faster. It's going to sell for a little bit more money. And you're going to have less chance of returns and less pickiness. You know what I mean? I just like men's clothing a lot better. But it's harder to find, to source. And I think that's because men just buy clothes and wear them until they fall apart. Women gain weight, lose weight, change their minds. Styles change. We shop more, get rid of our clothes more. So our clothes are always abundant at the thrifts, right? So, but yeah, men, it's like even with American Eagle and Gap, I start at 24, 25. And women's jeans, I start at 20, 21. So any brand of men's, you want to start a little bit more than you start the women's. So these are size 34, which is a good size. These are straight leg, and they are unique in that they have that camouflage U on the pocket, which is cool. So these I did accept the best offer of $42 on, and they shipped in a padded flat. Then we have these Polo Ralph Lauren men's swim trunks. Now this is not anything I would ever source for myself. These came in a wholesale lot. I don't think like they were intended to be in there. They weren't on the manifest, and they weren't. It was a wholesale lot of shirts that we bought, and there weren't meant to be bottoms in there, but there was like a whole box that had a bunch of bottoms in it. I think they just threw them in as a bonus. Like, thanks for your large order. Here's a bunch of bottoms, because they did say after they sent all the tops and the shirts, I put a bunch of extra stuff. Here comes a train. Trains only come when I'm recording, I'm telling you. Yeah, so I think they just threw a bunch of, in the last box, they threw in a bunch of extras. And there were some swim trunks in there. And I'm like, you know what? I'll put them up. I'll list them. See what I can do. So these sold overnight for a best offer of $18. I'm like, you know, that was pretty cool. So these were basically thrown in for free. And they sold for $18 and shipped first class. So that was cool. So yeah, if you ever like buy wholesale and you find stuff in there that you're like, well, this isn't usually something I would list, you know, list it all. List it all, because everything will sell, guys. Are you ready for this? You ready for these Rock Revival men's jeans? You just saw these in a live haul video a couple weeks ago. In fact, it was the same one where I showed you guys the BuildABears that I stripped naked in the video. And they haven't been up for very long, maybe not even a week. So I had them up for $100, knowing I was pushing it. And I knew I would take a best offer of $80, maybe $90, right? And I got some interest in them. This train is so loud. Sorry, guys. I got a couple of offers of $60, $65, which a couple for $70 and $75, which, okay, now you're coming up. And finally, over the weekend, I countered one of the $75 at $85 and he bit. So there you go. I said I was going to put them up at $100 and I was going to take $80 or $90, and I got right in the middle of that. And it took less than a week to sell. You guys, Rock Revival men's jeans. Capital BOLO. Bolo. I paid $10 for these, and I would pay $10 more for another pair. And I would go buy 6 pairs for $60. And if you had 10 pairs and you wanted $100 for all 10 pairs, I'd give you $100. Buy these if you find them, and pay up for them if you find them. They sold in under a week for $85, and that was for used. They are size 38, which is the larger size. It's a good size. They are the Tucker boots, which is a good style for these. They have the nice pockets in the back. But I'm telling you, Rock Revival is an absolute bolo. Take good photos, especially with these expensive bolo luxury brands. You want to take really good photos, and you want to take a ton of measurements so they know exactly what they're getting. And hopefully, you know, You don't get the R word. I don't want to jinx myself. But yep, they sold in under a week for $85. And Greg, if you're watching this, thank you so much. All right, this one is another cool one this week. This is a new unopened in the package Radica Flip Top Slots Classic game. These little handheld games are always something you want to keep your eyes out for. I remember doing videos back in the day before pre-COVID. Is there like a thing now such as pre-COVID and nowadays? The new normal, I guess, is what it is nowadays. But anyway, pre-COVID, back during yard sale days, I used to do videos on things you should look for at yard sales. And even out of the package, like used, these little handheld games are really good to find at yard sales because folks will sell them for a quarter, 50 cents, $1. And the used ones will even flip for a good amount. And this one, I think we found at a church sale. And I want to say it was one of those ones where we were just allowed to put as much stuff as we could into a box. And you paid $5 for the box. And I don't remember how much stuff we got in that box, but it came out to like 10 cents an item we just crammed into this box. And it was listed for a while. And then when we were going through our inventory upstairs last year and going through stuff, we found this and it wasn't listed anymore. So it had done the elusive, I fell off of eBay. There's no explanation. The elves did it. You guys know that inventory sometimes just disappears off of eBay. That's why it's good to go through your inventory once in a while because there are these little elves that unlist your stuff. But yeah, so we relisted it. We got it back up for $21.99. I think we got it back up in December sometime. So it only really took a month or two to sell. And so for $21.99, shipped first class. It's in a hard case. So we just put some bubble wrap around it and put it in a polymailer. And next up is a Penn Surfmaster 200 saltwater fishing reel. Keith and I stumbled upon an opportunity to buy a lot of fishing reels. We purchased 6 fishing reels for $90, so that averaged out to about $15 per fishing reel. This was the lowest priced one, and it sold first, go figure. So the 6 fishing reels, $15 a piece. This one has already sold for $46.87. Less fees, about 15% is what I averaged. And shipping cost and $15 cost of goods. We've profited on this one $17 already. The remaining reels are up on eBay for sale, ranging from $75 to $150. So, and I believe there's 2 in our drafts waiting to go up. Keith and I are not that knowledgeable with fishing reels, but fortunately his dad is. And so we were lucky enough to have someone in our family that knows about them. So we did purchase a lot, and we had his dad come over and look at them and make sure they were good. And we got them listed, and one was already sold, which is exciting. We did comp them before we purchased them. We just kind of like knew that this was something that was worth money. So we comped them, saw the prices on the ones that are up for like $75 to $150. We were like, whoa, some of those go for a lot. And it was worth it. But we also wouldn't have made this purchase had we not had someone in the family knowledgeable about these, just to have that extra pair of eyes that has the knowledge to look them over. So keep that in mind when you guys are, looking through wholesale lots, whether it's on our Shopify website, if you're shopping there or elsewhere. When you're looking at new stuff and you're looking to expand your horizons and you're looking at stuff to maybe purchase for yourself to resell, check the comps, first of all, before you make a purchase. Make sure that it's going to be worth your while and be a good return on investment for you and make a good profit. But if you have someone in your family that, say, knows about fishing reels or golf clubs or pool cues or football jerseys or hats or purses or something that you don't know about, but say your mom is really good with, certain types of or brands of shoes or whatever, and you stumble upon a lot that the cost of goods is low enough that the return on investment is going to be great. You comp it, it looks good. You know, your mom will be more than happy to come over when the wholesale lot arrives and kind of eyeball it with you and make sure it's great. Go for it. So yeah, just, you know, when you're out there looking around, don't be afraid to expand your horizons. But make sure you check comps to make sure that what you're getting is going to be worth the cost you're spending on it. And don't get anything that you don't know about or that you don't have anyone in your family that knows about. And make sure you check with your family members first. Like call them up and say, hey, I have this opportunity to get these 6 fishing reels. Would you mind looking at them when they come before I put them on eBay? Like don't put people on the spot or just take advantage of them, but check with them first. But don't forget to ask people in your family if they're willing to look at stuff too. Because if it was just up to Keith and I, we probably would have passed on these because we don't know anything about fishing reels. But because we knew his dad did, we purchased them. So we're already $17 profit on the one. And then when the rest sell, we'll start making more profits. And that was an exciting new type of item for us to sell. And one has already sold. Of course, it was the lowest one. Isn't that the way? All right, guys, let me know in the comments down below how things are going for you. Did you have anything exciting to sell this week? Have you tried anything new this week? And don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave. It really helps the channel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Help us feed a hungry hippo. Don't forget to join our Facebook group. It is called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod, free to join. There's a link down below. And until next time, go be productive, go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.